Bow weep, grana weep, and welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna finally check in with Transformers King Grimlock and bring it to a close. I know it's been a while since I've done one of these comic book updates. I promise there's a lot more coming in the future. So this is the final part of King Grimlock from IDW Comics. This is the one where he's gone to the kind of fantasy planet of Minoria and he's fighting against the Golden One that we can see right here. Nice. So first of all, let's check a look in at the cover art, and it's okay. It's all right. It's not my favorite cover of all of the covers that they've done so far. Considering it's the final one, it would have been cool. It does say a lot about what goes on within the comic, which sometimes comic book covers don't. Sometimes we know that they are a little bit deceiving, but this is quite a true representation of what happens within the comic, so it's alright. Opening this bad boy up, we can see that we get those awesome images of the Grimlock character in his alt mode, his dino mode, and then him with his sword. We get Transformers King Grimlock, the writer, the artist, the colors, the letter, the editor, the assistant editor, and the supervising editor. Of course, this is made by IDW Publishing, who are unfortunately losing the Transformers license very soon. So here we are on Minoria, and if you remember, the two wizards from Minoria were trying to kind of block out the sun, or certainly hold it back, because that is where the Golden One gets all of his powers. But if you remember, the Golden One, Soltron, however you want to call him, had taken over Angry Arco and had joined and melded with her, which of course has made Grimlock a very unhappy chappy. So the Soltron, the Golden One, is kind of winding Grimlock up a little bit here and says, "Please, Beast, this isn't where you make demands, this is where you die." And he explains that Arco accepted him willingly. He is a god. What are you? Grimlock says, "You Soltron parasites, you lied to Angry Arco, but you no eat her like you eat gold, old man. Not while Grimlock here." So Grimlock is gonna defend Arco's honor and try and get Soltron, the Golden One, away from her. Soltron says, if you want to free her, you're going to have to kill us both. And tisk, 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 tisk. This world bets on your strength. Once you'd have struck me down without hesitation, now you feel for this host. Minoria has made you weak. Ha 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 ha. You Soltron sure about that? Grimlock spouts as he then holds his gun against Soltron and points it straight at him. Soltron then suggests that what Grimlock fired was merely a warning shot. Your lightning caster is as impotent as your saintly threats. Grimlock then says, "Strong without care make hurt. Care mean risk. Heat temper steel make stronger. You Soltron soon see. Soon free Angry Arco." Grimlock then gives Soltron a better option and offers himself up and says that he can show him the world, the galaxy, and together they can take over the entire universe. Of course, he then takes Grimlock up on the offer, leaves Angry Arco's body, and unites with Grimlock inside. Once inside, the Golden One says, "This is a trick. After all your talk of strength, Beast, you resort to a lie." Grimlock basically says, no, this is my spark. This is my universe. You in Grimlock's universe now. And you can see that he is really starting to hurt Soltron, the Golden One, here. And basically, as they go through this, they fight, and fight. But Grimlock will be the victor, because in here, me Grimlock King! And we can see that this shatters what is left of Soltron, and that he will now be doomed to die inside Grimlock's spark. But at the same time, he reminds Grimlock. However, with his final words, the Golden One reminds Grimlock that they won't last long without me. You haven't delivered these fools. You have doomed them. Outside of Grimlock's spark in the really real world, Arco is reaching out to Lord Grimlock saying, give me a sign that you're alive. Grimlock says, me Grimlock not dead yet. Can't say same for tiny sun god. We then see that Soltron is dead and Grimlock is there with Arco and consoling her. But she kind of loses it a little bit and then has to go back to her more regal ways when she tells Grimlock that he must have fought a great battle. Arco is understandably feeling a bit guilty for falling under Soltron's sway. But Grimlock reminds her that she has to now be strong for her people. And of course, her father, who was one of the wizards trying to make sure that the sun did not give the power to the Golden One, so he's struggling quite a bit. Arco speaking to her father, and her father says that he will survive, but he will now, looks like he will last less years. But they are years that he would gladly have given again for his people, and of course, for his daughter. Arco's father then turns to Grimlock and says, unfortunately now, because the sun god has gone and the sun is diminished, he cannot send him through the back through the portal like he said. What he does offer Grimlock, though, is the chance to be king here on Minoria. Grimlock suggests that actually a better leader would be Arco. He then bends the knee to Arco and tells her that the future belongs to her. Then Arco makes a portal and sends Grimlock back. They're having a little bit of a chat about how important it is for her to be the queen when Prime just reaches through and grips Grimlock and pulls him back through to where he came. He says that this looked like nanoseconds, but obviously for this, Grimlock was gone for a long time while he was in this battle because he's come back in such a shoddy looking state. Grimlock says, you Optimus wreck vocals whining about Autobot way, but you not always wrong. Optimus Prime's obviously shocked that Grimlock now feels this way. He says, Grimlock, I don't know what to say. Welcome back, welcome home, to a friend, a fellow warrior, and to you, Grimlock, our king. And we get this awesome view here of Grimlock with a couple of the other Dinobots. And that's the end. So, yeah, not a bad story overall. We also get Soltron's character bio with his unlimited strength, intelligence, blah, blah, blah. That didn't really pay off too well for him. Definitely intelligence should be a little lower than what is on here because he's pretty dumb. I think I could see that play coming a mile off. The covers that we got was the one that I got. And then we also got this other one that, yeah, it's a little bit messy. It's okay, but it's a little bit of a messy cover. This cover's pretty nice. I do like this one. Probably my favourite out of the three. It's got the portal and stuff in the background. We can see Cybertron. I couldn't get my hands on this one for some reason. We also get this awesome advert now for Transformers War's End. Coming to an end because IDW Transformers is also coming to an end. Also, G.I. Joe. Should be wrapping up G.I. Joe as well because they are losing all Hasbro licenses. G.I. Joe, Real American Hero, Saturday morning advertisement. So this must be another G.I. Joe one that they're doing. Star Trek is something that they're also doing. And Mr. Meeksies. And then on the back we get the awesome Transformers Grimlock. Very, very cool. So overall, what did I think of this storyline? It was okay. I think it started off better, in all honesty, than it ended up. But yeah, not too bad. It was quite interesting. Worth a read. I hope you've enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on this one down in the comments, and let me know how you feel about IDW moving on from the Transformers series and who might get it next. In a bit. Peace!